Welcome back. Was this a long rest? Like, so we get like spells back as well?
Yeah, yep. You get everything back. Long rest is 8 hours. You get half your hit dice back if you've spent any of them, which I don't think you have, so not to worry about that. Now,
Remy,
XP.
before we, I would like to just, while everyone is going down, I'm going to try and find a guild hall for my guild.
Yeah, what's your guild?
Blacksmith.
Okay, rightio.
Because I need to pay my weekly fee.
Of course, yeah. There's definitely one here in this city. Grav runs it in this guild, and he sort of welcomes you in, and you pay your weekly fee. So how much is that?
I'll have to look.
But yeah,
I think it's like 10 gold.
Jesus. And what's this give you?
That's fucking extortionate.
I get to talk to guild people and stuff. Yeah, they might know some, and I would also like to, ask any of the guild members if they know anything about these ogres that they've been talking about, because they might have been traveling or something.
Oh, of course, yes. There's a traveling merchant in. He basically goes around. He has this little wagon, right? And this wagon is sort of armored up, right? So it can sort of act as its own little house, but it's got a small forge in it. And he sort of roams around making bits and pieces for farmers, making them for all that sort of stuff. He goes around and does that. So he's in town at the moment. He brings news of the road, and maybe as you're paying your dues, you're asking him a question. He mentions that the road where the ogres had ambushed the caravan, he passed by the broken caravan and the dead bodies there. He said that the road there is now the Scorch, but it never used to be the Scorch, right? It's now black and dirty. But more than anything, it seems like he could almost swear that it shifted, right, when he moved through it.
So the road's not where it used to be?
No. Not the road, the scorch, the ash, the dust, as it may be.
So it's
the soot.
So it's expanding, or it's moved?
He just thinks that it's shifted. He, Grav maybe tells him he's a superstitious idiot and all that sort of stuff. He's like, no. You don't understand. You see, when I drove through, it was, he's like, brings out a wagon wheel. He measured out a wagon wheel. He's like, this wide, right? That far. And when I went through again, it was shorter. Not as far. And he sort of he keeps he brings up different stories that people had told, where it's like, this guy thought it moved, and this one, it must be true. I've seen it too. And he goes on that little tale.
Well, that's interesting.
But
he doesn't know anything about the ogres, the supposed ogres.
No, but that's around where the ogres are. That's the cave where the ogres are. That's the Scorch has sort of appeared there.
Okay, so they might have something to do with the Scorch. Well, I guess I don't know any really to ask anything. I don't have any questions beyond that, really. So I would like to just work in on the forge, maybe get some extra coin for doing some small work.
Of course. How many people we got here? We've got a full party, don't we? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, so not Ryuju, so that's a 9 then. So you all get 78 XP. And
sweet.
You put in some time at the forge as well. There we are.
Worth mentioning, sugar even. My bad. 10 gold a week is extortionate. You could live for a king for 10 gold a week.
I don't make the rules.
According to the handbook, you pay 5 gold per month.
Oh, 5 gold per month.
For good artisan.
No,
okay,
like
well,
a king
5
is
gold.
Right,
7 gold a week. You can live like an aristocrat, a rich aristocrat.
There's a future good membership, and last I capitalized, you must pay dues of 5 gold points per month to the guild. If you miss payments, you must make up back dues to remain in the guild's good graces.
That
Right,
makes
then
a
I'll-
lot
I'll
more
pay-
sense.
Yeah, I'll
My
pay
sounds
the
are all
5.
reasonable.
Because 10 gold per week is really high.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it was just going off what I thought I read.
That's like the rich guy club, you know. It's like, oh yeah, you have to pay a lot, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever.
But we
Yeah,
get to
it's
sit
the
in this club
it's the
room.
Bilderberg group.
Yeah, right, cool. So you guys all patch yourselves up overnight. You know, you have a good nap. You wake up in the morning, and you're all just going to go together to see Varor.
I want to. Did we say there was an armory in town, like a blacksmith armory?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I want to go and inquire about a longbow.
All right, certainly. Yeah, there's a salesman behind the bar. Maybe it's one of Grav's assistants, and he's a dwarf. He's all right. What can I get you?
Longbow, please.
He goes, oh, for pansy, are we? You don't like using a hammer?
I mean,
I'd like to go with them, by the way, just retrospectively.
All right. He's like, I think I got something around here. I didn't make it though. Someone at Fletching, you know. It's not a blacksmith guy. And he sort of like mumbles this as he's shifting through a stack of weapons, and he pulls out this large longbow, and he's like, oh well, that'll be however many GP a longbow is. How many fucking GP is a longbow?
that's fine.
I think is it 15?
50.
50. Fuck. All right, there you go. He goes, that'll be 50 GP.
The quartermaster will pay you.
Is
He
the
goes-
quartermaster with us?
No, it's not.
He just pulls
What
the bow back
quartermaster?
and he goes, money now.
All right. Well, at least I know how much it is.
Oh, you
I'm
wasting
gonna-
my time. And he looks to
Well,
Jack.
I'm in the
so he
forge,
looks
aren't
to Steinhall and he goes, all right, what can I get you?
I'd like to look at your long swords.
And he says, now that's a true man. And he sort of like, you know, motions you over to the side. And there's these all like mastercrafted swords lying, things way out of your price reach. Like there's a magic one on the top. And then it sort of works down. And he's like, now here, very good, you know, standard pattern. Look at the folded blade, you know, all that sort of stuff. And he goes on, you know, the guard of this town used this. Oh, it's a lovely blade. 15 GP and it's yours.
All right. Thank you. I'll be back with some gold. We keep our gold safe.
So it is 15.
I just need to receive some.
No, longbow is 50. Long sword is 15. So, if you guys want, you can go grab the swords and the longbow first. Sorry, sword rather. Or do you want to go talk to Varor first about the job?
Well, since we have a blacksmith, is he there when we go to try to get the money? Obviously, I'm asking.
Well, what do you mean at the inn?
When I go to get 15 GP to bring back to that blacksmith, is our blacksmith there to hear that I'm about to go do this?
I think you would be, yeah.
Or does he want to say anything to that?
Sugar.
Yeah, because I would be in the forge, wouldn't I? Working, or is this another place? Is this a market
No,
place
it'd
or
be,
something?
no, this is
'Cause
just be like, no, I'm saying
Why
like,
would you
you'd be
be
back
forging?
at the inn.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
If there's 3 of us with Smith Tools proficiency, we could make a longsword in 1 day with 7 gold.
Alright,
could
well,
you? 'Cause
That's
isn't
what
there-
I'm getting at. When
is
I
there
You
intrinsic
can.
problems with
There's
the
mechanics
process?
for it.
Oh, is there? Oh, fair enough.
You can, if you practice a trade, you can make 5 gold pieces worth of thing per day. Per person.
I just
So 3
question
people
whether
can
like
make
you can
50 gold
physically make a long sword together because you have like the problems of, you know, you have to actually bloody.
Nothing about it in the rules.
True. Oh well, doesn't really matter. D&D's not that heavy of a simulation.
Just buy it.
Anyway, we spent far too long on long swords and long bows.
I was more so getting at the fact that if I went to go ask for the gold and he heard that and he said he wanted to create the sword, then I don't mind waiting for him to create one custom for me. And we could just say that the 15 gold goes to material then. That was my
Well-
question pretty much in saying that.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. You could always do that.
Either way,
but-
you're getting the 15 gold off the party that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know,
still
I know.
get
7
I
gold
know.
if you made it yourself. It's half the cost.
yeah, half the cost
Oh,
you
well,
make
there we
yourself. But anyway, Cool. We'll worry about that soon. So are we going to go see Varor now or what? Because we've been spent far too long
lads.
buying swords. Right. So is everyone heading, or is it like big party, or is it only a few of you who's going?
Well, Tobrick to be going, obviously.
Yep.
I think we should all go because
All go?
it's a group. Yeah.
Righto. Sure. So you head over to the temple, and let me just grab this stuff. Okay, right. So all three of them are there. You know, Grav, Jareed, and Varor. They're all waiting around for you. They're all very much just in sort of a heated debate over the gambling ring that you sort of revealed last night. And when you walk in, he's like, "Ugh, finally. Let's put an end to these discussions and do something of worth." He turns to you and holds out his hand. Probably Torbrick, yeah, he'll hold out his hand to you first, and he'll try and shake everyone's hand in turn. And a moment later, sort of, the shaking's done. He's happy. He sits back down, Threed, waves, Grav smiles at the dwarves mainly. He nods towards Mr. Sugar, having seen him in the blacksmithery the other day. And Varor sits back and he goes, "Right. So you know of where these ogres are then, yes?"
We have Miali to guide us.
He nods. He's like, "Well, then you need no more briefing than that. Slay all of them.
Right.
Let none of them escape." And he sort of sits back for a moment. And he goes, "We'll offer you 250 gold. And he pulls out something from his pouch. It's a long sort of metal rod, right? It looks like a stick of gold, but you'd be surprised if it actually was legitimate gold. That would be worth like thousands and thousands of gold pieces. And he sort of shows you it, and he says, "This
It's Electrum.
It's not Electrum." He says, "This is a magic item, as it may be, of our people. Dread is essential in creating them. If you strike it, it will glow with the glory of the sun for a short time, or otherwise you can have it dimly light your way for a while." And he offers it, and he says, "I can provide it to you now, but it will be part of your reward, you understand."
So he's offering us 200 gold pieces and a glow stick.
Yes.
Well, I feel like I'm fucking gonna be off comment now.
Glorified glow
250.
stick.
250 and a glow stick.
We're about to walk to Shelob's Low as well while we're at it.
Does someone want to strike the glow stick to see how bright it is?
Is he offering us to let us try it?
Yeah, he's like passing you here, like, try it.
Yeah, I want to do that. I like weapons.
So you slant, like, you basically just strike it against something, and then as soon as you do, it's like the sun has opened up in front of you. Everyone else looking at you
How
is
could
just...
we ever use it? We're blind.
Yeah, you're just like, "Oh, Jesus!" It's like looking at the sun. It's so bright. The entire, like, temple is lit up. And more importantly, no one can look directly at you. They're all, like, averting their eyes. If they stared directly at you for too long, they would definitely damage their eyes.
I'm sure we can find a use for that.
And Varor sort of smiles. "It's a very, very essential magic item of our people. You've seen the..." He sort of laughs to himself. "Bridge ball, you've seen them carrying them around. They're a much simpler version. Temporary. Made by the man at the gate."
But this thing is more.
Yeah, he nods. He says, "Well then, is there any questions?"
Yes. I spoke to a guild member of the blacksmith guild who's been traveling. He's talking about how he and fellow travelers have noticed that the scorch is changing or shifting, as he's put it.
As soon as you say that, Grav is like, "It's superstitious nonsense," and Drade's like, "Shut up, let him talk," and then Varor's, "Silence. We've heard. Many, many times." He sort of leans back and he rubs his face and he goes, "We've never seen it for ourselves, and all these travelers are usually just scared of their wits, being chased by goblins or something. So, if you perhaps could confirm it, we would discuss it further, but until then, I'm not going to have these two bickering behind me."
They also mentioned that it was close to the cave where the ogres are supposed to be, so that's
He nods
interesting.
and Drade, and they sort of all agree there, and they go, Drade says, yes, that is unusual. We've never seen this before. We always wonder where the scorch come from, but no one knew where this appeared. It was clear a few months ago, and now it is scorch. Strange.
Well, it'll make the adventure more interesting, anyways.
I think Grab sort of laughs at that, and he's like, oh, it's been a long time since I've been adventuring.
All right.
Yeah, I told
You
you.
wouldn't
to
want
back
to
think we
make it
best be
so
off.
exciting.
Before we go, of our friends.
Oh, he
Torbert's
passed
become
out
Robo.
again.
It's the curse.
Yeah, the drink's caught up with him.
Captain's curse.
You want to run through that again, Torbrick?
Before we go, have our friends from the gambling den said anything?
Yeah, Varor sort of groans once more, and he's like, ugh. Indeed, they are from they're from Scraven, rather.
Fucking
Captain,
Hey,
I
surprise.
told you you'd pissed him off, Captain.
Did they
I
admit
told
to
you.
burning the wagons, or do they know anything of it?
He says, well, they did under a certain spell the clerics had cast. They admitted their sins, admitted who they worked for, but I hope you understand I simply can't go to war with another town.
Obviously, I would not wish to draw you into this.
He
I
nods.
told you so.
He sort of, he cocks his head and he says, worry not, they will be, well, imprisoned here in the deepest, darkest dungeon we have.
I got in prison. They tried to kill us.
And he says, exactly, and so they shall be imprisoned.
What is the cost of our wagons?
Sure, alright, yeah, he sort of produces a small bag and he says, I know it will not cover them, but this is what they had on them. It was just 40 gold all up, you know, it's in bits and pieces, so it's actually like 35 gold, 4 silver, and a bunch of copper. But it's basically 40 gold, and
I'll pocket that.
Well, what came off all their bodies.
So 35 gold.
35 gold, 4 silver, and what's that, 100 copper?
100 copper, right?
Jesus, you got more copper.
700
Copper,
copper
copper.
pieces. That's
Copper.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
I always imagine copper pieces
Oh.
being tiny, like 5-cent coins. It's the only way they ever make sense.
I mean, I assume they're okay with this, so I'm just gonna say that I don't have a longsword for this next engagement because I imagine we're leaving the town today, and I'm just gonna have them make it. So I'll just
I mean, hell,
Go
I'll
with my
just give you,
greatsword.
I mean,
I'll just
literally
give
just
you
need to-
15 gold and you go
Yeah.
buy it.
The quartermaster just needs to give you
We
guys
can
some
pop-
money.
Pop by.
The
We
quartermaster
can
has so
pop by
far
when we go
got
there.
lots of money and not given it to anyone.
Yeah.
No one's asked.
Yeah,
Quartermaster,
no, it's actually
go to
gonna
the-
take bastard.
Forwards, buy this man a longsword for crying out loud.
Roger.
Longbow, if you're going, please.
Alright.
Can I haggle with the guy? Can I this is there's some minor flaws in this.
Sure, but if you haggle, you have the risk of
Are
raising
you-
the price instead.
hold on. Is he? Are you also Smith? Are you one of the ones that's Smith?
Yes, I am a blacksmith.
I feel like he should get advantage on it if he's trying to talk about impurities and like the forging.
Maybe.
of it.
Yeah, but he's still going to be
'Cause
risking...
it's his talent.
It's
He's
still a
still gonna
charisma
be-
check.
It's still a charisma
Well, yeah,
check,
what I'm
and
saying
he's
is
still
that-
risking increasing the price and having to pay that instead.
Yeah, fuck, I'll try it.
Alright.
I don't
give that
care.
roll.
It's not my goal.
Charisma with advantage. This is for the long sword. You will not get advantage for the long bow because you don't know bows.
No, sure. Just straight charisma.
Yep. Actually, have you got persuasion trained?
Oh, good thing. Good thing. we had
Yes, I do.
advantage
Alright.
I do have.
In that
persuasion.
case, you get the persuasion bonus as well. And
So you
then
add
roll
2
it
dice.
again
So
for
it's like 2 more
longbow.
then.
That's
But if he has advantage, then
Sure, so
Um,
you get the price down to
I don't
13.
think I'm gonna,
You get the
I don't
price
think I'm
down to
gonna
13
try
gold
on longbow.
instead.
I'm not going to try and haggle on the longbow just because
Alright,
I don't know.
so
much
63
about
gold
fetching.
all up. You save 2 gold.
You said 63?
63, yeah, 50 for the longbow, 13
Oh,
for the long
The
sword.
longbow's so expensive. I was thinking it was like 30 or something.
It's a master-crafted piece of work.
Whoa.
Indeed.
Of course it is.
I'm cheap.
So later
Like
that day,
very
you guys have gathered up all your stuff, the remains of your wagons. Maybe that's what you do. You can purchase one of Jamie's wagons that she was selling to try and cover her losing business. So you now have another wagon to replace the ones you lost. You pick up a few men in the tavern, a few brave soldiers to replace those you lost, and you set off.
Brave Mitchells.
Brave,
Any of these men from the
soldiers.
I was going to ask, any of these men from the tavern, do we recognize them as being some of the people in the bar that didn't help us?
Maybe you recognize... No. Maybe you recognize one.
Oh, don't hire him then.
Don't go around making enemies.
Because I can say most of them are in jail.
That's what I had to say.
Anyway, so
I don't think they'd be stupid enough to get caught with us.
No.
Oh.
You guys head off and begin the trek along. So... you basically head down along the road. Actually, do we have... I think we can pull up the little map, can't we? Let me grab the map from Discord real quick.
If you need a map, I guess the map Jackal's made doesn't cover much beyond
Yeah.
the cities.
No, I was just going to say I want to show the little cities map. It's quite nice. Here we are. Can I drag that in? Please work, Roll20, don't die on me.
So you might need to save it as a separate image file and then drag it in.
Yeah, I think so.
Oi, Steinholler. If I made a little leather pouch
Oh,
that I
God,
could
you're
tie
doing this.
around you, do you think you could carry me instead of making me walk all this way? I've got very short legs.
What is it with you and your non-functional legs?
No one's gonna carry you.
But yes, that can be the
No
answer,
one
yeah.
is sworn to carry your burdens. That being you.
You need to get yourself a Lydia.
I'm so tempted just to blow up the fucking gnome.
Could, is there?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that last city I could find some back alley where I could buy a woman to carry me around?
You have any
What
slaves?
money?
If you want to do that,
You
go
can't
to
pay them
Herder
in goblin
and-
toenails.
Yeah, if you want, go to Herder. Oh my god, I've made a mistake.
It's a bit big, isn't it?
It's so big.
You make it like a separate tab.
That's what
You
she
make,
said.
Like map tabs, so you can have a
Yeah,
tab for
I
normal play
meant
and
to
the
do
map
that,
tab.
but we've now got
Yeah,
a
they're good.
massive thing anyway. There we go. So yeah, you guys
Yeah,
head
that's
through
alright.
Verberg, and you're sort of camping near the Goblin.
I mean, you
Cave.
could just set it to the back so we can see our characters. That's all, and then you're good.
It doesn't matter. We don't need to see the characters.
Isn't Header spelled with an R rather than that?
Yeah,
So-
it is.
It is. That's header. Header. It's a good shot in soccer.
Oh, I
Anyway,
thought it was Hadia, and that's
They
why I
really
thought-
like
I didn't know it was
football.
LR.
They really like football.
of course. No, you sort of like traveling
I'll
back, and
fix it.
around about here on the travels. You know, it's a few days in. We'll do a little campfire thing as well. But you sort of sitting around the campfire. Who's gonna be on watch? Who wants to be on watch at this point? It's like around about midnight.
I suppose I should. I'm the security guy.
I
mean, if it is
pretty good
woodland-
eyes.
If it is
Orcs have
woodland,
got pretty good eyes.
if it is woodland, I am top.
Cool.
With
yeah,
like
but
8.
you guys have to take shifts, obviously, right? So it's like 2 of you,
Yeah,
2 of
exactly.
you, 2 of you, 2 of you. Right, cool. So you two roll me a perception.
We've also
check.
got elves who can take 2 shifts
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, because they only trance.
because they trans.
Yep.
When I get to level, I can't remember what level it is, but I won't need to sleep at all.
Yay! So yeah, Zarmus and Mr. Robin Roll, Mr. Adrian rather, give me your perception checks.
Survival or perception?
Be perception.
Well, I have 8 because I mean it's in woodland.
Cool. Then
So
roll that.
plus 4 to this one. 17.
All right. Oh, nice. All right, so both of you get 17, and you're both sort of sitting there when you hear this rustling coming from far away. It's quite quiet. It sounds like one person or something, like one being moving through the forest. You're both like, sort of very aware and prepared for when it sort of like starts to head towards you, and you can hear it sort of shuffling along. You hear something like it's wearing something and scraping against the trees as it passes rather. And then
Can I hide in like a brush or something?
Sure. So you sort of duck into a bush to hide. Do you guys want to wake up everyone
Yeah,
else?
that's the plan.
I want to use. Hang on, I've got it here somewhere.
Evo.
I can't find it.
Would you not have leveled up?
Voice the colors.
No, I'm on 288.
Oh,
Oh, that's really close.
Yeah, I know. Why can't I find what I'm looking for? Oh, Mask of the Wild.
what's that do?
So, I can hide in lightly obscured foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, or
Alright.
natural phenomena.
So you do that. You just basically start to hide. I'm not gonna make
Just
it.
to see what it is that's
Yeah,
passing, and I can make a call if it's.
It's all
I need to
good.
put that in.
You both duck into hiding, and then sort of a moment passes, a beat, and then this wolf, sort of a smallish wolf, sort of plods
Yeah,
out
I
of the
thought as
underbrush
much. It's that one.
and just sort of like steps towards the campfire. It's like it's far away from the campfire, sort of like in the shadows. Sort of like looks around, like steps really slowly closer to the campfire, sort of plodding forwards, its head down, its tail sort of like lowered between its legs. It's like sniffing around looking for some food. Maybe finding the leftovers of dinner.
There we go. I fixed it temporarily.
And so it's one of the wolves from the goblin camp. I want to step out quite slow, quite slowly and calmly from the bush, and try and get the wolf to calm down and stay.
Alright, roll me an animal handling.
I think I have 8 on this as well, because it's still in woodland and it's a wisdom check. So 18.
Alright, fair enough, yeah. The wolf sort of looks at you and panics for a moment, then you sort of calm it down and it slowly sits and waits, whimpers softly because it's looking around for food, and maybe that's how you sort of calm it. You offer it some food and it sort of greedily chomps up the bits of ration and sort of sits there looking at you waiting for more.
Well, Audrin, can you go tell Tobrecht, the wolf from the
jumps all
goblin
of his
Yeah,
rations.
I moved to wake everyone up quietly.
Yeah, I was going to say, the wolf from the goblin camp's back.
Yeah, while everyone up while
I
he...
love the idea of you wake everyone up, guys, look, we got a new pet!
Yeah, I'm wondering if what camp
What
would
do we
be
call
to
it?
keep this.
Alright, so yeah, you're all slowly shaken awake. There's now a wolf sitting in the middle of your camp.
Yep. I suppose it's up to Tobrick to decide. What do you want to do, boss? Do we go after this, or...?
Can do if you want. If you want yourself.
I mean, look how cute he is.
Why is my picture in the chat different from my picture in game?
Mine is as well. I don't know.
I mean, your character, and then you have your account picture.
Oh right, I see.
Anyway,
Yeah, I see.
so what do you want to do?
The wolf's pretty calm, is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
chill.
calmed it down.
So,
Just
I
don't
want-
make any too sudden movements. But
I want to walk steadily over to it.
And cut its fingers
get-
off.
Can I get-
No, he's
can I
going to
get-
try and ride it. Get him off. Get him off there.
I'm gonna try and get within about 5 feet. Of
No,
it,
no,
yeah?
don't let him ride it.
That's not too close.
I think this
I'm
is a bad idea.
gonna use my hypnotic gaze, which I get because I'm in the School of Enchantments, which is a wisdom saving throw
I would like to smack him in the head.
to not be charmed.
does
So-
it get some sort of disadvantage for my animal handling in some way?
So you would like to
No,
hypnotic?
doesn't look like
That's
that.
called hypnotize this wolf, and someone else is going to smack you around the head to break your concentration. Right?
Yes, I would like to do that.
Fair enough. Give me opposed dex rolls. We'll see if the slap or the spell goes off first.
Dex.
Oh,
I hope this.
Oh, no.
Well-
I just rolled so low.
Globuncle, you get backhanded as you try and cast this spell. You're
Any damage?
No, just knocked to the
No,
ground.
no
Wounded
damage.
pride. And you sort of flop to the ground.
Yeah.
This.
So that's Bjornar, is it? That's getting burned
Yeah.
in his sleep.
Don't be rude to our new friends, you piece of little twat.
Oh,
Enough
God.
of this. Enough
I
of this.
could
I'll
have
have no
ridden the
dissension
wolf.
in the. I'll have no dissension in the
I
ranks.
could have ridden the wolf.
You'll have to walk like the rest of us.
He could.
Before you
have
get
ridden
too
the wolf.
excited, remember this wolf was trained by the goblins, and I don't. Frankly, I'm not a wolf.
Yeah,
so I don't know
I'd look
how
at Glorbank and go, he's nearly a goblin.
I think goblins are
He's
taller.
goblin-ish.
Yeah, goblins are a bit taller, a bit lankier.
I think they smell
Well,
better as
we'll know
well.
the difference. I mean, do you really want him to keep pestering you about riding on your backs?
Well, I think we
I was
should
going
let...
to make a little leather sling so I could face inwards.
Either way, guys, I think we're missing a bigger issue here. Wolves generally tend to run in packs. I don't think this will be the only one.
Well, we killed its pack.
Shut up, you coward!
Can we see
Sorry.
if
Well,
Wolf
I don't know
has
what that was,
any
sorry.
saddle thing on it?
Nice. There is no subtle.
Does he have a collar?
There was there's the remains of like a leather collar that the goblins used on it, and it was like
So it
just
is
very
one
much
of the goblin ones, basically.
to tie them up.
Tobra's going back to sleep. He doesn't care.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, man.
It's a
Well,
dog.
I'm going to try and hypnotise the wolf again.
Who was it
fuck's
that...
sake.
You can't do that. Who was it that actually caught the wolf or calmed him down?
Hello.
Zamas.
So, Zamas, so what would you like to call your new pet?
It's not my pet.
Well, what would you like
My
to do
pet.
with it?
Eat him its face off.
I would like to propose that we call him Gobo because he used to live with goblins.
Gobbo.
I think it's like slightly racist somehow.
Gobbo.
slightly racist.
Yep.
How was that racist?
Exceedingly.
Oh god. Right. So yeah,
It's
you
not like
guys,
the goblins know
you
how
like
to
maybe you
complain
set him
about
up in
that.
one of the wagons, and now you have Gobbo the wolf.
Nice.
We
I'm
wake
not
up.
so keen on letting it run around the camp, but okay.
We
He's
wake up the
tied to
next
something,
morning,
is he?
and
So you can't hypnotic gaze him again, Glorbanking, because you only get it once every long rest.
yeah. So
Oh,
we,
but I didn't get the spell off last time, so it hasn't been
yeah, you
used
still
up.
got interrupted. Anyway, so we wake up the next morning, and
You've had a long rest.
you have indeed. You get 1 XP for
Right.
taming a wolf. Actually, sorry, you get how much do you need? What's it? 22 to level up. You get 21.
That's good because I only need 12.
Oh fuck!
Like how we have a mini map.
No backsies.
Oh god.
Right, math fool.
So, in order for some inspiration, and
Congratulations,
roleplay
you
XP,
played yourself.
who wants to do the little fireside story? Whether it's a prayer, whether it's a story from their past, or whether it's a current scene now. Who wants to get their scene for inspiration and roleplay XP?
Who
I
needs
can do
XP to level up?
I mean, if it was really close, we could metagame it. But
I was
otherwise,
about to say,
I can do
Meali,
it.
you're
Not
close.
metagame it.
No, just whoever wants to do it, do it.
I'd quite like to do a scene where I'm desperately trying to jump onto this wolf.
You know what? That's probably more appropriate than what I had in mind. go on.
Is everyone legitimately getting 21 XP then? Because I can
No,
hit 2.
no.
Oh.
How much XP did we get overall? 90?
No. Yeah, hang on. You got 78 before, but you haven't gotten any more now.
Okay.
So, do you want to have your scene then, Mr. Bizzle? Do you want to describe Mr. Globuncle?
So what? So yeah, there's this little tiny gnome scrambling around all over wagons and carts, trying to climb up to the top of them and pounce onto this wolf before he can get away. The wolf is quite a lot faster than him, though. I am not a dexterous gnome. I'm the kind of sitting down in a
climb up
library.
what's left of
kind
the
gnome.
mast on the captain's ship, trying to climb up that and jump off.
Yes.
I figure I've been out for about half an hour. I'm getting tired out. Are we saying I get that hypnotic gaze because it says here that I can't use it again once the effect ends or if it succeeds on the initial saving throw, and neither of those things happened.
Well, the spell got wasted essentially. The spell disappeared, so it's the next morning. You can
And then he had a long rest for the rest of the night.
yeah, so you could try if you wanted to.
I want to try and hypnotic gaze that wolf.
Okay, what's it?
That's wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, a wolf is not very wise.
You know, if you fail this, the wolf's gonna rip your face off.
I regret
The wolf
taming it
got
now.
zero.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, I've hypnotized the wolf.
It's now hypnotized. What exactly you want to do from here?
So its speed is
it's
0, it's
charmed.
incapacitated and visibly dazed. I can use my action to maintain the effect, extending its duration forever, but I can't move more than 5 feet from it. So I'm just going to sit on top of the wolf.
For the rest of your life.
What?
You
Forever?
can't move though.
One day you get knocked off the wolf and he snaps out of. He's really mad because he hasn't had free will in a very long time.
So
Like,
actually,
join
I
the
figure
enemies.
I'm going to call over someone that looks crafty. Who's crafty?
We are not going to carry
What do you
the
mean by
wolf.
crafty?
I want
like
someone to
cunning.
make me a muzzle for the wolf.
No.
I don't
No.
have a
All right.
worker.
So
I don't
what's
have-
going to happen then
I
is I'm
don't
going
wanna-
to tie a bit of string from my clothes around its mouth.
It's gonna kill you. I'm just gonna watch it kill you.
I mean, so,
Yeah, you
Mr.
deserve
Gorbunkin,
it.
At
Definitely
this
deserve
point,
it.
at this point, there is now a dazed wolf with Globuncle just sitting on top of it. It's just standing still, and Globuncle's just sitting on top of it, tying its muzzle shut with string.
Can I move on to Glorbanko from the wolf? Because at this point, merely looks the wolf to be higher in the chain of command than Glorbanko. He's higher than a cockroach for her.
It's first mate Gobbo.
Every time she looks at him, she's disgusted. She wants to puke.
Perfect.
She
Yeah.
wants to
when Mr.
pick him
Gorbunkin,
up and
If-
took him for the wolf.
So you pick him up.
That is a superior officer.
I mean, Mr. Gorbunkin, if you're that dead set on riding the wolf, I can tame it, or help you at least.
Oh,
This seemed
God.
easier.
Is it really?
So you pick up.
Yeah.
It's called
Pick him
Gorbuncle
up
the wolf, and as soon as he's far away, the wolf sort of like shakes back to life and like stumbles away, and like starts pawing at its face, trying to get the string off. As you sort of hold this, I assume, kicking gnome.
Yes. Maybe like
Yeah.
I'm soiling people's underwear kind of wildly as I'm pulled away.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I want to
Oh.
cut the string off, because that's just animal abuse.
Alright.
Can I cause predestination to unsoil his underwear? Because it's disgusting.
Oh no, that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Oh God. Oh man. All right.
Because if he is pissing, I don't want to carry him. I want
Of
him
course.
have him completely dry in the hand. At least
Just hold him
until
upside down.
I put him down like a newborn child.
Oh God. This poor gnome. So we'll end the scene there as the wolf sort of like stares like dagger eyes at Globuncle, and please
That wolf has made an enemy for life.
Globunkin and Mealy, you both get to mark inspiration because that was quite good. Right, let's kick back into things. So, on around about the 9th day of travel, you're heading on to the 10th now. You arrive to the edge of the scorch that the actually Millet, of course, you've been in before. You've been across this path. Just up ahead is the curve where you're attacked by what you think to be ogres, and you can sort of like just a little like in the pinprick in the distance, you can see the remains of the wagon, and most likely around it some bodies. The scorch is like just sort of you've just reached the end of it, the edge of it rather, and it seems to continue all the way around the bend. Somewhere in this little patch of scorch is the cave of the ogres.
And is this between
At least what I think are
Haven
ogres.
and Verberg?
No, this is south
it
of
the
Herder. This is a completely different road.
Oh, so it's way down.
Yep. Off the map.
Okay.
Jarmus, Adrian. Just go ahead,
Aye.
take a look ahead, see if you can't find any tracks.
Roger, Roger.
Get us information. We can't dive head in first.
Is this still a woodland, or is it like something weird?
This is not a
Scorch.
woodland. Yeah, you don't feel feel your normal woodland bonus here. You don't
There
feel
would
safe in these
be
lands.
So grassland-esque.
So as Scorch is like
Wasteland,
desert,
that's gonna be more like it.
Wasteland, yeah. If you were skilled in wastelands, I'd give you the bonus, but I don't believe you are.
No, I'm
No.
just a sorcerer.
Grasslands, if it was, that would be good.
Okay, so whoever's going to be leading, roll me a survival check, and there's multiple of you, so yeah, roll at an advantage from the aid.
I have 4. Diarmuid?
I only have one in survival.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Righto.
So I have an advantage.
Yep, because he's helping you. Oof, close. All right. So yeah, you sort of track some things. You sort of you see a little path through the forest where someone's knocked down a few branches. The problem with the scorch is it covers up a lot of the tracks of anything because it's all just soot on the ground, so you can't actually tell the difference. And so you can sort of you follow it by seeing the damage to the trees, and eventually, probably 2-3 minutes from the bend in the road, out just heading straight into the forest, you come out to this little bit of a clearing on a hill, and there's a cave in the side of the hill. Big rocky cave. The hill itself is sort of like barely got a covering of dust and dirt on it, but it's mostly rock.
Any signs around the cave, or is it just a cave, nondescript?
Well, problem is
Like
it's,
so
it's
remains.
up a hill and it's like in the side of a hill, so you can't really see from where you are. If you wanted to sneak up to the entrance, you could definitely have a peek, but from where you are, it's kind of hard to tell.
Can we see anyone on the outside of it?
What, in the cave?
On the outside, on the hill, or wherever it is.
No, not really.
Right,
can
Diarmuid or Adrin, really, one of you. Can you go back and get the others here carefully, and I'll. Actually, Diarmuid, you go ahead, get back the others, and Adrin will
You
scout
want him to
ahead.
stealthily
carefully.
get a 6 foot, 300 pound,
We'll make it work. I've made it
half
work
orc
before.
wearing heavy armor.
If we get discovered, run! Don't draw your bloody
We're not
knives.
going up the hill. We're going to where we can see the cave.
Yeah.
Alright.
If we get spotted, and it's quite clear we've gotten spotted, we run. We don't draw knives. But yeah, Diarmuid, get the others. Adrin, we go in close. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, so go back and tell the others to follow me slowly.
Alright, we'll leave the wagons here with the mercenaries and then.
Yep, alright.
And I'll stop them before we're anywhere near the edge, so we can go even slower up to it.
So yeah, you guys, you head on up, you link back together, and a lot of you are waiting at the edge of this clearing. I'm just going to draw a little map up real quick, so... To give a general idea, the clearing is like all the way down here. Just going to draw a little line, right? So at the edge of the forest, right? And then it's way up. Hang on, we're going to move to a new map. Actually no, we'll just clear this one because you've got all your tokens here already. Boosh, boosh. Slide these ones over. Perfect, alright. Okay, that's all you can sort of see of the cave right now. I'll make it a proper in line with the edge. There we go. Okay, so that's sort of the entrance of the cave up the hill, right? Fair way off. You can't see much inside of it. There doesn't seem to be anyone actually at the entrance right now. You'd have to sort of get up to the level of the cave and then look in to see what's going on. Do you want to sneak up, or do you just want to...
Someone quiet, go do that.
I'll stealth roll for that.
Aye, Adrian,
Cool.
see if you can see what's in there. Quiet.
Oh, perfect. Alright. So, Adrian, you end up all the way in there, and I need to show you some monsters. So,
Goody.
first and foremost, the cave opens out a bit. Lovely. So, like so, I have to... Bloody edge of the map, anyway. Just imagine the edge of the map is the actual edge of the cave. And here we are. You see 4 goblins sitting inside of the cave, right? And there's 3 large ogre-like creatures, right? They're these huge things. It seems like the goblins are sort of subservient to them, as they're all sort of sitting around a campfire. The goblins do have different weapons, by the way. These are just tokens for them. And these large ogre-like creatures are sort of like laughing and talking to each other. And these goblins are all sort of like just very quiet, sitting on their own. Not engaging the big scary things. I'm trying to get the bloody...
Okay.
She's not appearing. Oh, here we go. Okay. So yeah, they're all sort of gathered around like a little cook fire where they're cooking up some meat. You're not sure what kind, but it's probably not good.
Not something we'd want to eat.
I mean, apparently one of us has a thing for fingers.
Yeah, but he just wants those for his necklace.
Nah, you don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah, true.
I've got a thing for dismemberment anyway, not fingers specifically.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm going to lose my powers very shortly.
When you murder a gnome. Perfect.
Well, I'm either going to have to, or For's just going to disown me.
Of course. Anyway,
You might
so,
understand.
yeah, you can see this.
Why would I let you see me dismembering someone?
Adrian,
That's the
you
thing, you
take
don't know
pride
it's
in the
happening.
rogue, yeah?
You take pride in the art.
Yeah. Just a rogue.
Okay.
A city
perfect.
rogue at that.
Yeah, then you wouldn't really know what these are. Not a worry then. Do you want to
They're
sneak back
ogres.
down, or do you want to call up everyone else?
Well, I'm going to sneak back down and inform the group because we can always move back up and attack if that's what Fearless Leader decides he wants to do.
Well, it is an upward slanting cave, though we've done that once before, and that didn't end very well.
I think our best
Depending on-
bet either.
Oh no, he's being claimed by this.
Or try and get up there and.
You
Nice.
There we
Alright.
go.
So I think our best bet is to either get up there and attack them while they don't know we're here, or lay an ambush and draw
are
them
they on the
out.
highest peak? Are they on the highest
No,
peak? Like,
no,
I
the
imagine
cave is
on
like
top
under
of
the
cave
side of the hill.
entrance.
You could
Yeah,
go
so-
above the cave.
So what
but,
I'm
like, you'd have
thinking
to
is
jump
we sort
off
of get
and
outside
down.
the cave and lure them out and then attack them as they come out.
I'll show you, Wall. I'll show you how strong I am. Magnus just starts marching up towards the cave.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm back.
alright.
I'm back. I'm alive.
He only moves at 20 feet a second. No, he moves.
Yeah,
at
I'm not very fast.
Anyone can catch him.
Yeah, I can make it sound like a bear.
Hang on,
That might
we
lure
gotta
them
do
out.
this properly.
It's a
We gotta do
cave
this
bear.
properly.
I can do a
Well, in that
minor
case, I'm
illusion.
going to stop him, pull him back.
He's gonna get there.
Fucking
I mean, I can draw
get
out
down
that.
here.
Okay, so you're actually trying
Okay,
to...
you can't move that fast. Only move those little bits at a time.
I think we
I
may
can
need to
catch
roll
him.
some initiative here if you guys are actually gonna have like a little push and shove of who
You're gonna have
goes
a
where.
scene right outside the cave.
Are we going to do this? Oh, do you want to get killed by these things?
I want to fight them.
We're gonna fight them,
And
but-
fight them. Well, the only way I can get close enough for them to actually fight them.
True. In that case, I'm going to basically gesture everyone. Fucking sneak up. Let's go.
All
You
right.
could get them to leave the cave, though. You want to
Let's
fight them
stealth.
inside or outside?
Well, stealth it up and get basically to the top of it.
Well,
So we're
So
not
the
fighting up
question
a hill.
here is: do we roll for stealth? And in that case, some of us are really bad. So do we roll for average stealth?
no.
Like,
If you're rolling for
we
stealth,
gotta-
it's always individual. Because one of you can
okay.
give the party away.
I'm gonna stay at the bottom of the hill so I can shoot the boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
You want to
Alright.
fight
I'm-
hill? That
I'm
sounds
gonna go-
terrible.
I have a
That
boo.
sounds really
You guys
terrible.
ever
You will
seen
take
Star
a
Wars? I mean, come on.
disadvantage. You'll take
That's what I
disadvantage. You're
wanted
going to be
to
firing
avoid.
up a hill, like
Moreover,
into cover. Sort of thing.
actually, that's terrible because a lot of us have
Well, we
disadvantage
can
on
move-
stealth.
We can move to the left and the right in the cave and shoot across.
That would be much better sort of position.
That was
Then
my
you
plan,
have
but
a
we need to
footing,
get up there and
and you have a
anyone
sort of, like,
in
firing.
medium
Angle.
or heavy armor will have disadvantage on stealth roll.
I wear heavy armor.
In that case, everyone
rush it.
who can sneak.
Better run quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm bad at this. Like, I mean, even my character in real life would be pretty easily seen. I mean, I'm wearing shining armor because it's chainmail.
Might want to get one in, guys.
Or we could just run away and
And I'm
leave you
like,
because you're going to
Jesus
die.
Christ, Magnus, come on.
You're going to get you're going to get us all killed.
He's
But-
compressed.
Hello.
He's sneaking now.
Can I stay here? I mean, I'm kind of lost.
All right. So do you guys
This plays
do,
dumb.
do the archers
What
or
is
whatever want
happening
to sneak
at
up?
this point?
Do the archers or whatever want to sneak up first, or are you just going to go as one band and surprise them like with a ferocious attack, as it may be?
I'm gonna stay.
I mean, how far is it
back.
up the hill?
It is from the edge, 45 feet.
That's the thing. From the cave mouth, we can charge them and attack them, but from the bottom of the hill, we just can't because they'll be on us.
Well,
Well-
my spells have.
And they're goblins,
Over
and they'll have
100 feet.
bows.
I would
we
say
know
we-
exactly.
You know, we do have
Why
a
don't we
bright
delta
torch, don't
split?
we? Or do we bring
then-
that with us?
We're on the
Hmm?
outside. They have to run out, and then we attack Pincer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
I-
to get up
That
there
is-
first.
I
Well,
could I can cast minor illusion, so they
From here, I can get it at 20
they
feet. I
hear
can
a sound
outside.
and go check it out.
Yeah,
you,
but
you guys can get
Look
over
at them.
here.
you've got disadvantage on stealth. I've got disadvantage on stealth. Bjornar's got disadvantage on stealth. Magnus
We don't
has
have to do it stealth. We just
disadvantage
have
on
to get in
stealth.
position, and then they run out. They don't know what's going on. They just know we're out here, or somebody's out here, so they run straight out.
You can
I suppose.
Mainly, the reason being behind the edge is so they don't shoot arrows just staying back. So we don't have a whole turn of.
But if we start charging up there, it's going to be initiative, and some of them might get out before we get up and prepare.
I mean, if you want to send the stealthy ones up in position.
I think the stealth archers should go up and get in position, and then everyone else should try and get up.
And then they'll signal to us to charge.
Well, then everyone else will try and get up, and then when they run out, the stealth archers shoot them, and then we fight. Easy. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
we have our little martial tactic talk and
Okay, perfect. You have your little
enact
prep.
our plan.
All
anyone who's stealthy with a bow, get up there.
Yeah, so basically the thing with the stealth, if the stealth succeeds, so anyone who's moving up first, you guys will be in position and ready. The rest of them are then just going to charge, and that's when we roll initiative. They're going to run up the
Well, I
hill.
mean, no, we'll still try and sneak up, but then if we get heard, then we'll charge.
Yeah. Okay, so
Here comes the
Adrian-
natural one, guys. One of you.
All right, so
That's
far
pretty
it's
good
all
all around.
Adrian. You have to make another check because again you are sneaking back up.
I think we
The
rolled the
second
same
time.
thing, really.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Good. That's
Okay.
some really high stealth checks.
Wow.
So all
That's
three
so
of you
good.
are at the cave mouth, ready? Wait, I just realised we've been bringing Raiju along this whole time. He's just sort of chilling in the background. Here he is. He's been
I
along
noticed
for the ride.
there, and I was like, he's not here.
We'll just put him up on the side. He'll sing the tales of the song. There we are. The tales of the song. Wow, that's a fucking dumb thing to say. Tales of the battle.
He's observing.
I mean, the tribute song by Tennessee is the
Alright.
song. Really.
Now, anyone that's
wait,
not
where-
got disadvantage on stealth wants to
Where
go
is Ryoji? Because he's in the Discord.
Although,
No, he
He's
can't.
listening.
at some sort of function.
Yeah. So he's listening, but he's not. playing.
So, do the spellcasters want to go up as well, or are they going to stay
Yeah.
back?
I'm gonna stay back. I can.
I wanna get in.
even,
So,
even
all right, you sneak up
moderate
next
in front.
because everyone else has disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, you should
Okay,
go first if
and
you're
then
not
find
wearing
my
heavy
roll.
armor.
we want to.
What, first?
Pretty much
Right.
I'm last because
Oh,
We
I'm
want
this
to
one.
sneak up as many people as we can before they hear
Ooh.
us.
Oh, wow.
So up goes
in.
Glorbrunkin.
Is he
on,
before no, maybe I should like, can I hold an action till if
You
you
can.
can notice, can I cast hold an action to cast thaumaturgy?
You can. You can
Yeah,
hold an
yeah.
action
So-
to shoot them if they run out, which is what I suggest you
so-
do.
Can I stick up like here, where the arrow points?
Yeah, you could.
It's,
Roll stealth.
I just really want to use thaumaturgy.
Still succeeding.
That's
Nice.
I'd say like all the archers should probably be holding actions to shoot if they notice, basically,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they
I
don't
mean,
get the drop
I
off.
feel like this would be common sense. I feel like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, no, unless you
Wouldn't be-
say
I'm
it,
saying
it's
it
not a
shouldn't be-
thing.
Unless you say
Okay.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, before we do any more stealth checks, everyone who's stealthed, say what you're doing. I'm just supposing.
Yeah,
I'm
ready
holding
my
an
longbow in case anyone charges.
Yep.
See,
Yeah, I ready my longbow with an attack at one of the closest ogres, like closest goblins. Any goblins
We've
with
got
a
two
bow.
rangers up there now. Do
Yeah.
we know what they are?
Well, can
Or
we
do they
perceive
know
anything
now?
specific?
You can see that they're feasting. There's pretty much these goblins are very much like they're servants or slaves or something. They're sort of feasting on bones. The leftovers are making a bit of a stew in a pot, but they're all sort of just relaxing, and that's pretty much it. It's like a dead end cave. It's made of a white rock.
I suggest to the rest of us that are left to stealth up that I go last and that they go ahead.
Why should you go last? I think actually Magnus should go last because he's got the worst stealth.
Well, I'm at
He's got-
one. I mean,
He's
I
got
mean,
-2 dex.
If we're metagaining, then yes, okay, maybe I should go very.
No, it's minus
I'm saying
2,
I'm like almost 7 feet tall. I'm like 300 pounds. I'm wearing heavy armor. My character
Yes.
would look like he'd be the worst.
But you're also able to move properly with your heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. He's just very sluggish and slow in his heavy armor. So anyway,
Yeah.
You guys gonna roll, or are you just gonna basically charge and just go for it?
I'm going to try and stealth up.
All
You
right.
go first.
This will be where it goes to pants, lads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yep,
There we
there we go.